Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman. Today we're learning how to play the C minor pentascale. So let's come over to the piano and get started. All right, here we have the C major pentascale. I've used green circles here to show where the half step is in this pentascale. You remember that when there's no note in between, we call that a half step. And the half step in a major pentascale is always between mi and fa. And that gives us a sound like this. Just like we had for chocolate. Now, if we wanted to turn this from a major pentascale into a minor, it's actually very simple. You take the third note, which is mi, and we lower it a half step. Remember, a half step is the nearest note to the left or right, and it could be a black key or a white key. So the nearest half step to the left would be right here for the third note. And that is how you change a pentascale from major to minor. Let's listen to what that would sound like. You notice it has a totally different sound. When mi and fa are a half step apart like this, we'll use the word mi for this third note. When mi goes down to here, now we'll call it may because we've lowered it. And you'll notice now may and fa are not best friends. Instead, the half step is now between the second and the third notes, between re and may. So now let's make those match the same color, green. So I'm using the green color to show where the half step is. So now we'll have do, re, mi, fa, so. So we've basically turned C major into C minor by doing that. And those are called parallel keys. C major is parallel to C minor, meaning it has the same do or starting note. Okay, now on your own piano, let's try to play chocolate in C minor. Now some people say that minor has kind of a sad sound. So maybe instead of yum, 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 chocolate, I have some, now we'll say yum, 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 chocolate, I have none. Someone took our chocolate, so now we're kind of sad. And it might sound like this. Yum, 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 chocolate, I have none. Oh, so sad, huh? Now, you try that on your piano. See if you can play a C minor pentascale for chocolate. Okay, let's practice the C minor pentascale using the exercise stepping and skipping. I'll show you once and then it'll be your turn. So it'll look like this. Stepping up and stepping down and skipping up and down. Good. Now let's try it together. Try to play along with me. Ready, go. Good. Now let's try it with our left hand. So get your left hand in position. All right, ready, go. Good. Now for an extra challenge, let's try it hands together. We'll go a little more slowly this time. Put both hands in the C minor pentascale with finger 3 on E flat. Ready, go. Good. All right, now I think you're ready to try an improvisation using the C minor pentascale. So I want you to use your right hand and cover up the 5 notes of the C minor pentascale. You're going to do an improvisation. So any note you play is going to be great, as long as you listen and try to stay in the feel that I create with my accompaniment. Here's what the accompaniment is going to sound like. You ready to try improvising with me? We'll improvise for about a minute together. Listen and try and hear when I start slowing down so we can finish at the same time. Okay, here we go. Get in position. Our improvisation is about to start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job on your improvisation. Now let's talk about ways you can practice the C minor pentascale on your own. First, I'd like you to try doing stepping and skipping, using the right hand, using the left hand, and then try it hands together. You can also try that contrary motion. Then I'd also like you to try hand over hand pentascales, arpeggios, and chords with the C minor pentascale. Let me show you what that would look like. You can just watch, or if you like, you can use this to try and play along with me as well. All right, so I'm sitting right in the middle of my bench. Here is my middle C, and I'm going to place my left hand and right hand in the C minor pentascale. Let's try to say the letter names as we play. Here we go. C, D, E flat, F, G, 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 G, F, E flat, D, C, G, F, E flat, D, C, G, F, E flat, D, C, G, F, E flat, D, C. Good, next we'll do the arpeggios. All right, and once again, let's sing the letter names. We'll start here on low C. Ready, go. C, E flat, G, C, E flat, G, C, E flat, G, C, E flat, G, G, E flat, C, G, E flat, C, G, E flat, C, G, E flat, C. Good, and last of all, we'll do the chords. Chords will go like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Repeat. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another thing I'd like you to try practicing would be to play old minor songs in C minor. We learned Wild Horses in D minor, but now you can transpose that to C minor, which would sound like this. You could also try playing Silver Birch Tree in C minor. Great job working on the C minor pentascale today. Now that you know about minor pentascales, you'll be able to create spooky, sad, or wild music to your heart's content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cold cross buns, cold cross buns. Nobody wants to buy my cold cross buns. Excuse me? Yes. Well, it might work better if you actually made them hot cross buns and try a major key instead of minor. Minor sounds so sad, you know. Oh, good idea. Hey, let's try it. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. Ah, I want one. I want one. Yeah, me too.